You know, the best thing about today is being able to play some music with these folks behind me here. And my name is Filo Beddow. Behind me is John Sanders on bass, AKA Dump Truck. Next to him is Dean Wakerlin. He's in charge of syncopation. And on vocals, we have Leah Turner, AKA Hummingbird. And, you know, age comes around and an old man turns 80, and his eyes are sage and they shine with mystery. How fast things can change and stay the same. And it's hard to believe that most of us is history. Baby's young and just starting to grow. Can't tell love from chaos. They do it for the kids, but he doesn't know. The family's broken down with no place to go.
Parents for a while till life takes over. Begins to come alive and starts to see where he thinks everybody should be. He starts looking back too far ahead.
'Cause all I have is today. Can't go forward, I can't go back. The light in the tunnel, ain't no train on the track. All I have is today. You saw a picture in a magazine. You figured that's how you're supposed to look. So young today, but can't look that way. Can't tell anybody whose shoes you're in. I can't go back. Light in the tunnel, ain't no train on the track. All I have is today. All I have is today. Can't go forward, I can't go back. The light in the tunnel, ain't no train on the track. All I have is today. There comes a time when the light goes on. You don't have to be near death to see. Enjoy every minute of life, 'cause there's no time to be anybody else but yourself.
Age comes around, the old man is 80. His eyes are sage and shine with mystery. How fast things change and yet stay the same. It's hard to believe most of me is history.
'Cause all I have is today. Can't go forward, I can't go back. The light in the tunnel, ain't no train on the track. All I have is today. All I have is today. Can't go forward, I can't go back. The light in the tunnel, ain't no train on the track. All I have is today. 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 You know, there's so much behind the scenes that I am unaware. And really important things like, you know, there's a rustling amongst the birds. And they're about over the meadowlark still being the state bird. And he's not even here all year. So the crows and the magpies are going to get together, come up with a special blend. And it's going to be either crow pie or mag-row. We'll play it for you. It seems like this life could be the conspiracy. It didn't turn out the way it was supposed to be. Humans with no soul push joy in a deep, dark hole. Mr. Crow Pie, Ms. Magro of Hungry Joe Hill. He's long gone, but his spirit lives still. I know how I know it's Mr. Crow Pie, Ms. Magro. Sit yourself down, split your tongue, and talk with me. Where's your treasure and your bright cutlery? Inside the bone treasure chest, Mr. Crow Pie knows the best. You were killed for your feathers, just to make those pretty hats. They made you look like shiny naked bats. Shiny naked bats. They took what you need. Now it's time for you to crossbreed. Gentlemen, do the honors. Crow Pie, it's Magro, they are my friends. Together they make a very, very special blend. They're of the same family, maybe now you just let them be. They said you would never get along. They said you would never mix. They're afraid they won't get their favorite picks. Their favorite picks. The meadowlark, he's got to go, 'cause it's Mr. Crow Pie Magro. It's a long story that's been told, and it's hard to begin. They thought by now they'd be the state bird shoo-in. They'd be a state bird shoo-in. All that time they strut their stuff to find out it was never enough. All that time they strut their stuff to find out it was never enough. It's just a state bird. It's that goddamn meadowlark. He's got to go. And if that wasn't enough, I don't know why people don't take me seriously. But, you know, there are sometimes being in an organization or a group, and I often wonder, should I join or should I quit? Should I stay or should I go? I think we'll just ask Leahs Big Toe. $70 million people in a high horse parking lot gathered legends in their mind, whether they know or not.
All aboard, the world's still spinning, where there's air to breathe. While there's land under our feet, we can still succeed.
Got my big toe stuck in the water, should I jump in? Hanging on the hillside, should I move in? There'll be a final boarding at the community gate. Be sure and grab it while you can. They won't take you if you're late.
Guilty by association is what the law book says. Guilty with other ideas, what else in your head?
Got my big toe stuck in the water, should I jump in? Hanging on the hillside, should I move in? Stuck in the water, should I jump in? Hanging on the hillside, should I move in? Good morning, Mr. Bourgeoisie. I ain't in it, can't you see? The cows are growing thin and weeds have grown over the corn again.
History's on the bottom of my shoe, but scrape it up to let it go. Careful when you ask for food, careful what you want.
Got my big toe stuck in the water, should I jump in? Hanging on the hillside, should I move in? Got my big toe stuck in the water, should I jump in? Hanging on the hillside, should I move in? Leahs Big Toe. You know, it has been said many times everywhere, I didn't make it up. We are all brothers and sisters. And yes, that's true, but a lot of us come from different mothers. Most of us come from different mothers. Okay. His heart is warm, her soul is always closed. Their door is open to what matters the most. Dinner's on the table and there's chow for us all. Wise being kind to your neighbor, an illusion to you now. I don't know. Wealth was abundant, but not meant for the poor. The food that is wasted was tossed out the door instead of taking care of others. It wasn't long before we saw just how could this be in this world today. How did it get to be just me? Grandma said it's sad what you see. His heart is warm, her soul is always closed. Their door is open to what matters the most. Dinner's on the table and there's chow for us all. Wise being kind to your neighbor, an illusion to you now. I don't know. His heart is warm, her soul is always closed. Their door is open to what matters the most. Dinner's on the table and there's chow for us all. Wise being kind to your neighbor, an illusion to you now. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I was thinking with Big Pharma on the scene, you know, the way to stop the drug problem would maybe be go to the source. But in the meantime, if you are looking for work, there could be a job for you, work and harvest out on the Big Pharma. Work and harvest out on the Big Pharma, produce the finest drug dealers in town. On the south side of Distribution Street, they're on your TV dressed up like a clown. Picked up a weekly news magazine, a full ad on every other page, just enough to take the whole family down. It's drug money that sets the stage. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Take one down, pass it around. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Got to sell your house, baby, or burn it down. Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Take one down, pass it around. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Got to sell your house, baby, or burn it down. Drugs in town. Take one down, pass it around. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Got to sell your house, baby, or burn it down. Tried to watch the news today, oh boy. There was another epidemic. The program took a break to sell some legal cake and talk the doctor down to generic. To hate you, but they love your money. Mama's in a coma, conspiracy. Little Patton is surrounded with yellow tape. They don't seem to mind the heresy. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Take one down, pass it around. Big Pharma's got the highest drugs in town. Got to sell your house, baby, or burn it down. And that's the truth. It's the truth. You know, there's always weird comparisons. There's opposites. There's, did I pop a pea? Oh, I popped a pea. Pop a pea. Anyway, you know, stuff like fierce winds in a submarine and ocean cruise in the sand. You know, it's kind of confusing, and it kind of reminds me that where I'm out of place is where I belong, is what I'm trying to say. And we're going to sing about it a little bit. Fierce winds in a submarine, an ocean cruise in the sand, like heaven's eyes are empty and mean. It's quiet, but you can't hear them scream. Twine wrapped around my feet while time's in the backseat. Wooden shoes slide on wooden floors. Listen to the knock at the door. 'Cause what it is what it was. There's no news, so what's the buzz? Left is right and right is wrong. Out of place is where I belong. Luck and wealth's a state of mind, I hope we see that in time. Church fought its way to hell, then privilege followed them as well. All curves on a straight road, light cargo with a heavy load. Young a fear of growing old, while water boils in the cold. What it is what it was. There's no news, so what's the buzz? The left is right and the right is wrong. Out of place is where I belong. In space, running walked, in loud silence, mute talked. It was so bright in the dark. Righteous shot missed the mark. A name sign in water, there's a statue in the sky. A ghost of impermanence made a map. A place to go with no reason why. So what it is what it was. There's no news, so what's the buzz? The left is right and the right is wrong. Out of place is where I belong. That calls for a drink. There's a... This next song is, there seems to be, where every landfill there is a Superfund site. Not super fun, Superfund. It's, John says it's super fun to play it, about the Superfund. And we're not going to sing about all of them, we're just going to sing a few. So this one is called There's No Pill to Cure the Ill. Took a drink out of Silverboat Creek. It tasted like the mine at Bonita Peak. Nothing like creosote when it hits the soil. the poison while the dinner boil. The constant call is extract with no plan. Ruled by big money, you understand. Anaconda to Berkeley pit on a whim. Geese float dead cause there's no place to swim. Back up to Broward Park landfill. Can't reuse it, just throw it away. There's no pill to cure the ill as it drowns us more each day. Whether it's uranium from Navajo Nation or bad water on native reservations, why roll back the Earth's protection? It's all headed in the wrong direction. Coal mines are filthy with deregulation. They lie lands in a state of reclamation. Ash seeps through the ponds at coal strip. Groundwater's poison, folks lost their grip. Back up to Broward Park landfill. Can't reuse it, just throw it away. There's no pill to cure the ill as it drowns us more each day. Leather from hides and Mohawk tannery flows waste into the Merrimack. Try to be calm, just go with the flow. Fish float dead, no longer in a bowl. The smell lurked from coast to coast, so fetid it wakes up the dead. Folks work a month after all that talking. Boom housing sends another ghost walking. Back up to Broward Park landfill. Can't reuse it, just throw it away. There's no pill to cure the ill as it drowns us more each day. There's no pill to cure the ill as it drowns us more each day. I faked you out on that ending.
Sweet.
Thanks, Nate.
Thank you, Nate.
You know, there's sometimes you think everybody wants a piece of you. Everyone wants a bit of your action. All the stuff that goes on, people wondering where you are, what are you doing? And, you know, after all that, I'm still the one you call. So this one is called I'm the One You Call. Telephone man gonna give you a ring. Mr. Crook robbing steal your heart. Mr. P.I.'s got the cry and sing, and the finish be the start. Baker man will make you a cake. Mr. Keys will check your locks. Miss Richter gonna make you quake. Handyman gonna steal your blocks. Your maniac drives you crazy. Mechanic check under your hood. Baby don't take you crazy. We've got the da-da-da-da-da. Everyone wants your number. I'm the one you call. Everyone wants your address. I know where if it matters at all. Everyone wants your number. I'm the one you call. Everyone wants your address. I know where if it matters at all. Like your murder, cut your throat, bury the body too. Your mirror gives you dirty looks, turns your crazy little city blue. cowboy, punch your cattle, then close your open gate. The general wins your battle, have a coffee while you wait. Maybe your dreams will make you sleep while your banker keeps you awake and extorts with ways and means while Mother Earth is what at stake. Everyone wants your number, I'm the one you call. Everyone wants your address, I know where if it matters at all. Everyone wants your number, I'm the one you call. Everyone wants your address, I know where if it matters at all. And, talking about things, seems to be a lot of authorities running around with very little information. I can be one of those on occasion. But, getting the whole story is part of the game, being able to listen. And this next song also covers that, we are all immigrants. We're all displaced. And that's what seems to be the issue these days, and I think this song kind of addresses it. And it says, name it is We Are All of Us. Everybody's a doctor, everyone is president, everyone has blood money that's not very well spent. Everyone is a judge, just throw them in the clink. Everyone is a shrink, but it's not what we think. Everybody's a cop, but we know they're not. Some are crazy preachers and their saints were bought. We are all mud relatives with a few different fathers. We're self-made gatekeepers that won't even bother. We are all immigrants. We are all displaced. We are arms wide open with the human face. Who are the peacekeepers and whose peace do they wear? Everybody's a tough guy and their aim is to scare. Nobody is homeless, just keep looking the other way. Some of us are mercenaries just waiting for their pay. Too many are refugees just looking for their freedom. Blind border guards, they don't know how to treat them. Some are more garbage men just to clean up this place. We are all of us in this time and this space. We are all immigrants. We are all displaced. We are arms wide open with the human face. Everybody's an executioner, let your God sort them out. Everyone is our neighbor, we got to learn what that's about. Some of those that want to help and they want to dig in. Where's a new sun shining and a new day to begin? We are all immigrants, we are all displaced. We are arms wide open with the human face. We are all immigrants, we are all displaced. We are arms wide open with the human face. Dean's in charge of syncopation. His real name is Monsieur Jimbe. You know, it's been a strange year. We were just talking on the parking lot a little bit. Year and a half, 2 years. And I think if anything, you know, besides bringing us together, it also kind of made a new word for lonely. And, you know, being with somebody that's sick and you can't go see them, somebody's dying, you can't be with them, it just kind of very unexpected. And this is the kind of word that ends up, there ain't no word for lonely. Forgotten moments linger, the trees lay bare in winter, a lone sparrow sits on cold barbed wire. The space beside him is empty, where love once stood. She filled him completely, but now alone for good. There ain't no word for lonely, we don't know how bad feels. Ain't no word for good, no way to feel. He stands on the corner, sign says anything will help. The snow starts to melt. White walls hold her picture. He's all by himself. He's not coming back anymore as his eyes watch the door. There ain't no word for lonely, we don't know how bad feels. Can't see no way to heal, can't touch no way to feel. Slow and labored in a nursing home, sitting in God's waiting room. My, what a way to go. The only way they see us is behind a pane of glass. Can't touch family around them, but they'll be free at last. There ain't no word for lonely, we don't know how bad feels. Can't see no way to heal, can't touch no way to feel. No word for lonely, we don't know how bad feels. Can't see no way to heal, can't touch no way to feel. Ain't no word for lonely. That song was first written by a friend of mine. His name is Ponytail Bob. And his friend Wheelchair Bill came up with the idea. And we made a song. And our mystery guest behind us, I just have to point out again, is Mr. John Sanders on bass. Dean Wakerlin, percussion. Leah Turner on the vocals. Now this next song is, I have a tendency to look for things with the wrong attitude. This one is about looking for joy, and sometimes I look for joy with a big stick. Sometimes I look for joy with a bad attitude. Sometimes I look for joy, but she's with another boy. So, you know, I'm getting some mixed signals here. But this song will address it, I'm sure. Looking for joy, boys. for joy with a big stick. Looking for joy in a blitzkrieg. Eating health food that makes me sick. Looking for joy shooting a shotgun up in a tree. I'm looking for a light with a dart. Looking for fuel with a spark. Sounds a little absurd. Well, maybe I got that all a little backward. I got it all a little backward, baby. I got it. Looking for joy with a bad attitude. Looking for joy with a barbed tongue. Looking for joy, but she is with another boy. Looking for joy, but I haven't begun. I'm looking for a light with a dart. Looking for fuel with a spark. Sounds a little absurd. Or maybe I got that all a little backwards. I know I got it all a little backwards, babe. I got it all a little backward, babe. Looking for joy with a suicide pact. Looking for joy holding you responsible. Looking for joy like a wind-up toy. Looking for joy with a toxic popsicle. Looking for light with a dart. Looking for fuel with a spark. Sounds a little absurd. Or maybe I got it all a little backwards. I got it all a little backwards, babe. That's right, you know I got all a little backwards, babe. I'm looking for joy through the scope of a rifle. Looking for joy in your tirade. Looking for joy being spiteful. Looking for joy like it was a wind-up toy. Looking for light with a dart. Looking for fuel with a spark. Sounds a little absurd. Maybe I got it all. I got it all a little backward. Ooh. That is a little backward. Toxic popsicle.
That made me laugh too.
Responsible. It rhymes with popsicle.
Doesn't sound pleasant.
You know, I think a lot of people in this room. And I would like to. Vince and Aaron with Gallatin Underground. We're all meeting above ground. And, by ourselves, we can only go so far. And it seems like we get to meet people and we show them what we're doing and they contribute and, become a part of our lives. And next thing you know, you've, what do you say, water in the tree?
Oh, yeah.
You water in the tree and it grows. If you overwater it, however, we're all keep ourselves in check. And this song is about I can only go so far. I can only go so far. Maybe you'll help me get up to par. And whatever the way the winds may blow, the breeze will tell you what you need to know, which way to go. Together we come up with a different plan. It won't have to be the law of the land, but I know I'm only one single soul. Put our heads together and that's how far we'll go. so far we'll go. No, I can't do it all by myself, but that won't keep me from trying. Her name was Lonely when she came here, and no longer filled with fear. It starts with people headed for the same hill. My instincts say which way that goes. Don't worry where that idea blows. Lend a hand when we can, and how good that feels. How good that feels. Give time a little time to work. Won't get it done right away. It won't hide the fact that we got something to say, as all these days seem to fly right by in the blink of an eye. No, I can't do it all by myself, but that won't keep me from trying. Her name was Lonely when she came here, and no longer filled with fear. Kapop. And we'd like to round the evening out with, a lot of my songs tend to be about the world around us, about nature, about the environment, about political stuff, religious stuff, and it's it is time to come together and try to get together on what works the best. And since I was born and deranged, a baby boomer, there's a lot of stuff that my generation maybe fell asleep on, and it isn't too late to do something to encourage and appreciate young people that are coming up and trying to make things better. And this song kind of covers it. It's a blues song that we put together not that long ago, but it deals with people not listening. We'll play it for you. The boom's way too loud, but we didn't hear a thing. The boom's way too loud, but we didn't hear a thing. I was hoping we'd wake up before the tsunami bell rings. We took our eye off the ball, maybe thought we had it made. We took our eye off the ball, maybe thought we had it made. We threw our trash in the river, the fish are floundering all day. We put plastic in the oceans, in our streams we put cyanide. Put plastic in the oceans, in our streams we put cyanide. We picked a fight over the stars, now all the planets are set to collide. Pollution snags in our rivers, hope you don't slip and take a fall. Pollution snags in the rivers, hope you don't slip and take a fall. All the money bags and millionaires They seem to want to take it all. I don't know about John Sanders, though. To clean the mess we're leaving behind. You know it's not too late to clean the mess we're leaving behind. You know that old combustion smoking engine about to make us all go blind. We know how this got to be a mess. We fell asleep at the wheel. We know how this got to be a mess. We fell asleep at the wheel. We think of someone besides ourselves. Maybe leave them all a better deal. You know the boom's way too loud, and we didn't hear a thing. You know the boom's way too loud, and we didn't hear a thing. I was hoping we'd wake up before the tsunami bell rings. I was hoping we'd wake up before the tsunami bell rings. You have just witnessed the UTU Quartet, otherwise known as Under the Umbrella. We are under the umbrella, and so are you. And that's the truth. So hope you all have a great night. Again, Leah Turner on vocals, Dean Wakerland on percussion, and John Sanders dump truck on the bass. And thanks very much, Vince and Aaron.